Top influential skills every social media influencer must learn. Hi guys, this is Shilpa Raidas and thank you so much for being here. You are watching the Social Media Influencer Course Part 5. If you're watching my video for the first time or you're watching this course for the first time, I highly recommend you to please go on to Part 1 first. That way you are going to follow the sequence and order and understand everything in the right way. It's there in the iCard and it is also there on the link on the description. So guys, what makes an influencer, or rather what makes a person influential? Well, credibility, communication, authority, leadership, goodwill, okay? These are the things, the persuasion skills, these are the things which actually makes a person an influencer. If an influencer is not convincing, if their communication is not clear, if they are not persuasive, they are probably not influencers, because you will not be able to change the opinions of people, or you will not be able to bring about any purchase decisions for them. And in the longer run, you are going to endorse brands, and that is kind of an essential to be an influencer. Perhaps you are an influencer with different causes, that is there altogether, but in any format, in any fashion, you need to be persuasive and you need to be clear with your communication. So today we are going to discuss those 7. Let me just check, okay? 8. Today we are going to discuss those 8 awesome things you are going to remember and you are going to make a part of your personality, which is going to make you a top influencer. Let's begin quickly with your personality trait number 1. Try to build and earn the trust of others. Well, trust building is slow and a steady race. People will not just trust you because you seem to be confident or you seem to have a very charming personality. Trust is something nobody can buy or nobody can just attain in a very short span, no matter what say or do, but trust can only come with time, and that is exactly the strong point for us here. You take that time and nurture your relationship with your audience in a very grounded manner. You have to seemingly, be confident, but you have to be more approachable. That is the key to being trustworthy. You are going to be a mirror of your audience in a way, okay? If instead of trying to put on a pretense or a facade of being someone extraordinary or being someone so great whom people need to follow, if you just become that same normal person, you're trying to befriend the person on the other side of the phone, that is going to work miraculously for you. Secondly, instead of promoting yourself, you need to promote your ideas and your niche. What do I mean by that? You need to promote the importance of the values behind your ideas and your niche. See, nobody is going to just start following you because you have great ideas. They are going to follow you if they understand the value of that idea. So even if you are teaching something like, let's say, social media, for example, okay, you don't just teach the arithmetic or the maths of it, go on to the human side and make them understand why something is beneficial to them, or how it is going to make a difference to their personality, or how it's going to make a difference to their social media in the longer run. In short, bringing about an addition to, themselves on a human note, okay? Because everything is not about digital, everything is not about the maths or the numbers or the data of it. That's what I totally believe, and this point is resemblance exactly to those feelings. You need to promote what are the benefits that human being is going to get, okay? What will happen with that? Because when somebody understands that value, they are going to trust you and they are going to finally collaborate with you, and that collaboration is going to, end of the day, bring a beautiful relationship. And relationship nurturing is exactly what we are doing. We are not trying to get followers here, we are trying to get relationships here, because relationships, they last, okay, than just a number being a follower. Trait number 3, you need to be disciplined. If you are disciplined, automatically your discipline, your schedule, your neatness, okay, that spark is going to reflect in your account, is going to reflect on your post. And people do not follow your content, they follow you actually. If you give them a reason to admire you, they are going to admire you, and discipline is going to be a major part of it. Why do content creators who create a lot of content out there, they land up getting followers, what we call the snowball effect, which I always mention in all of my videos. It is nothing but, those people are seeing how regularly those people are working hard and what kind of quality they are bringing forward even after, the short span, and how much hard work is being put in. That automatically gives, a respectable place in their hearts for those influencers, and that is when those people, they land up following those influencers. This is exactly what we have to do for you as well. Skill number 4, you need to listen to your audience when they are verbal and when they are non-verbal as well. Let's talk about the verbal first. You have to listen to their feedback. You have to listen and observe what kind of comments they are making, what kind of words they are using. That is going to convey what feelings they have for you, okay? What kind of closeness they have. Are they just giving a formal comment, or are they being funny and are they being cute with you? Okay, so that is going to make you understand if you are getting closer to your audience or not. These small things, only a step each is going to make the 10,000 steps end of the day, and that is what you have to take, a step a day. Okay, and what is non-verbal? When people are not liking your post, when people are not commenting, was there anything wrong? Was there anything that you did that you did not get the same response that you got yesterday or you got day before? You have to you have to think about that, and you have to try to come back to a resolution. Yes, okay, a disclaimer, it's not that every post can make a difference and you have to psych in, but if you see a trend happening, that is when there is a red alert, and you have to sit and think about it and probably make some changes so as to what is bringing about the changes non-verbally from your audience. Okay guys, during the video, if you have any questions, write down on the comments and I'll make it a point to answer to your questions. Also, if you want me to check your account or help you how to be an influencer, subscribe to the channel and just comment down I subscribe, and I'm going to get back to you and we are going to work on your account. Trait number 5, it's a no-brainer. You have to give and you have to ask for feedback. Okay, so why do I say give? It's not that every time when someone says something, you just have to humbly say yes, thank you very much. Maybe sometimes people, write opinions which you do not like and you do not agree with. Okay, you should feel free to very, sweetly, nicely reply to them with your opinion, saying that, this is why you put this up, or this is why you think, and this is the reason. When the other person comes to know that on the other side there is a human being who is very normal, who is flawed as much as he is, that is when a better friendship can occur. And it has happened with me. I have interacted, on disagreements with so many people on my profile, and it actually landed up making a very healthy conversation, because that is when we opened up with our disagreements, and we actually landed up, talking or having better conversations than somebody just complimenting me and me saying thank you. So this can be a very good conversation starter for you. You can turn that into a friend. You can turn that into an admirer. Okay, it's a very plus point. I have mentioned this in one of my previous videos as well, and yeah, I stick to it. And you have to also ask for feedback. Again, a no-brainer. You have to ask them time to time if they are liking the content, if what is happening with things around. You just need to talk to them, probably sometimes even ask how they are doing and what is happening with their life, if you make friends with a few, So there should be a give and take happening always. Okay. Skill number 6, be relaxed and be confident. A relaxed person can handle the hardships in their life better. Similar way, a relaxed influencer can handle their account better, and that is going to be a visual to your audience as well. But that does not mean you have to be overconfident. Okay, that everything you're doing is right and you have to be too relaxed about it. There is a difference in being overconfident and confident, and that thin line is something you have to always be very, very careful about, because you are the one person and there must be 1,000 people or more than that the other side, and it's not possible for you in a human way to respond to everyone and give them the right feedback or give them the right responses, but you have to, because that is going to make a lot of difference in you seeming to be overconfident or you seeming to be proud. Of course, people understand that if you have lakhs of followers, then you cannot reply to everyone. But here we are talking about how you're going to build your skills to be a better influencer. We are talking about the growth phase, and in the growth phase you have to do it all. Okay, so please be confident, but do not be overconfident, and still be relaxed in handling the ups and downs in your account. Skill number 7, know your tone for the situation. I have come across many profiles myself where I felt that the tone of the influencer or the person, whoever has put the post, has not been in the most profoundly right manner. That could probably offend a culture, people, that could offend a race, that could offend, anyone, that could offend anyone's heart. Okay, and that is a no. We do not need to do that. So if you're trying to be funny, sarcastic, that's a different thing altogether. But if you're addressing situations which are serious, you need to be very careful about your tone. In short, you need to just be careful about everything you put out there as content on social media. Because if you are trying to be a leadership, if you are trying to have leader-like qualities, a leader, okay, is working very hard. Okay, a leader has got 10 swords, on his back, yet he is standing with his head high, okay, in front. And that is what you have to do. You probably have to take all the negative comments. You probably have to take some hatred, or a lot of hatred as well. But you are not going to put it out on the people, because that is not going to represent you in the right way. And that is not at all, that is something going to give you a mental satisfaction as well, but is as well just going to mar your image. So what you have to do is, you have to be careful of the situation, and you always have to be careful about your tone, because the right leader, the right influencer is always on the positive side. Just remember what I'm saying, is always on the positive side. You need to set the right example, and you need to take your profile into the sky is the limit. Okay, we are not over. We still have to continue with step number 8, and that is, you do not always try to sell. This is very tricky, because if you reach a certain range, let's say you come with 5,000 plus followers, or maybe 10,000 plus followers, you apply the method which I talked about in the previous video, and yay, you got the deal, you got a sponsorship, you got the ad. That's great. But you will not be greedy, and you are not going to try to sell always. You really worked hard to be here. You worked hard to make friendship with all these people and build relationships. You don't want to just slap them on their faces by slamming ads on them, then it is going to look like fake. See, this is the trick about being an influencer. Being an influencer is not just, this is exactly what I have, this is the exact thing I do tell people who take my consultation as influencers on social media as well, that yes, it is about the moolah, yes, it is about the brands, yes, it is about a business for you, but you have to always keep the highs and lows. You have to always keep it at a pace, because then you will not have to look like somebody who's just there to sell. And if you make that image out of you, you will soon see all the followers going away from your page. That is going to happen at a very quick pace. And what is our take from here? Our take from here is that more than you will not sell always is, you are going to provide value always. Okay, fine, you are playing smart, you are selling often, you are managing it very well. If supposedly, let's say on your 5 content, you are putting out something like a brand, or some endorsement, make it a point to give valuable content in the other 4 or in the other 6. At least the ratio has to be 1:10 or 1:5, and that can be a very safe ratio. But once you do start getting brand endorsements, just do not start selling. That was the point after all. And I am going to end this video as we are done with the 8 points. Thank you so much for being with me through this. I'm going to see you immediately in the next video, where we are going to talk to business owners and generally everyone, so as to how you can select the best influencer, or what are the points that make you the best social media influencer. Let's take it that way. Yeah, and thank you so much for your time, guys. I love you. Bye bye.